can feel them. All around.
I know. Quiet. Listen. Oh, Jesus. We're never getting out of here.
Hi, we're here with executive producer of Dead Space Extraction, Steve Papoutsis, and we're going to ask him a couple questions about E3 and about the game. Steve, so we're here at E3. It's obviously, really exciting, and the game seems to be getting a lot of great attention. Can you tell us a bit about what you're showing here?
Sure. We're showing Chapter 4 from Extraction. It's essentially the point where the team is fleeing the colony Aegis 7 to seek sanctuary on the Ishimura.
Awesome. On that note, I know a lot of fans and people on the site are really eager to see a lot more from the world of Dead Space. And it seems like Extraction's going to take people back before Isaac Clarke's story. What can they expect from the game in terms of story development?
Well, one of the things that was important with Extraction was to tell a new story. Now, Dead Space, as many people know, has an animated feature and a comic series, plus the original game. So when we were making Dead Space, Glenn and I were talking. Glenn said, "Hey, we got a lot of story to tell. Let's tell it in a new game." And so we're gonna bring a whole new story to the table for people to experience the moments when the marker is extracted and when the outbreak of the necromorphs occur. So hopefully they're gonna see that, and then if they are fans of the comic or the animated feature, they may see some things that they might have seen or read about there.
That's awesome. So it sort of all connects together.
Yeah, there's definite interconnectivity between the animated feature and the comic, as well as the original Dead Space.
So in Dead Space, and I know for Visceral and the Dead Space team, creating atmosphere, creating a cinematic world, really focusing on the blending audio and visual, and focusing on that quality was really important. How are you guys doing that on the Wii, and how are you doing that with Dead Space Extraction?
Well, you're right. Having a good atmosphere and the right mood is what's going to make Extraction a Dead Space game. So when we started out, one of our goals was to make sure that we could maximize the visual quality, the atmosphere, and the sound, all those things you touched on, making sure that that's delivered and standing up to what a great job Dead Space did in those areas. So it was just a crucial goal of ours, and we're hoping that people enjoy what we're doing as far as the way the game looks right now and the way it sounds. We're really paying attention to that and want to deliver on that same atmosphere and sound.
Excellent. Are there any opportunities with the Wii to do new and interesting things, or to sort of take horror in a new direction that you guys have taken advantage of with the game?
Well, the first thing that's really that does stand out is the unique controls. Being able to just simply point at the screen with your Wii remote to shoot and dismember the enemies is great. Just using those controls and thinking of interesting ways to use them that are analogs to real-world actions. So, for instance, when you have to use your glowworm, you shake your Wii remote and that charges that up on screen. So it's the same kind of action you might do with a real glow stick. So we're really looking for areas like that just resonate with what you're doing in the real world.
Excellent. In Dead Space, you were sort of a lone man on an abandoned ship, and now it seems you're sort of part of a motley crew. So it seems like a different kind of horror movie.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about sort of what that brings to the table and what you'll see from those characters?
Sure. So we're all big horror fans, and one of the things that made the original Dead Space so compelling was kind of that sense of isolation with Isaac. But then there's another type of horror when you get a group of people together when a catastrophe has happened, and kind of like the personalities that come out and kind of the dialogue that happens and the different motivations that those people have is interesting and compelling. I mean, if you think about movies like, say, Cloverfield, there's these people that are kind of thrown together, and some interesting dialogue and things happen that way. So we decided with Extraction, we were going to go a little bit different than with Dead Space. We were going to have a lot more dialogue, drive the story through character interactions through these different dynamic characters. And what we think we have is interesting. We hope people enjoy it.
Awesome. Let's talk a bit about the show. So today's the second day. What have you been seeing at the show? What have been some of the cool moments? And overall, just how have people been receiving the game?
Well, so far from my perspective, it's been great getting to meet a lot of interesting people and show them the game, which is totally awesome for me. I mean, it's excellent to see what people think of it. We've been working so hard on it. It's great to be able to tell the team and show the team videos and let them see the articles and see all the positivity that we're getting. And it's really neat to just talk to these people and see their faces and their reaction. When they first come up, they don't know what to expect. Then they get hands-on and it's really, really quite cool to see them kind of go, wow, I get it. It is Dead Space. It feels really fun. You've got that atmosphere. You've got that sound. So it's been really awesome there. And then outside of just, you know, Dead Space Extraction stuff, there's lots of other great games. Inside the EA booth, there's tons of great new games. There's Dante's. There's lots of stuff in here. And I'm just itching to get out on the floor and look at all the other games as well.
Yeah, absolutely. If you get a second.
Yeah, if I get a minute.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Do you have anything you'd like to say to the fans on the site, on the blog?
No, well, actually I do. So, people that check out our site and read our blogs and post on the forums, thank you very much. We read that stuff. It's important to us. And if people have questions, I hope they're sending them to you, Ben, because I know you're organizing all that stuff. Really looking forward to being able to hopefully answer some of those questions and interact with people. And I hope that they're looking and they're following Isaac on Twitter and they want to keep in touch. I mean, we're making this game for the people that are going to play it, so it's great to hear what they think and any feedback they want to share, questions that they have. More than happy to answer those.
Absolutely, and that's really the truth. Thank you so much for your time, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.